Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into something really unique, a crypto asset that is somehow brand new, but also almost a decade old. We are talking about Biddy, a token that is, and this is the crazy part, literally minted from a piece of Bitcoin's own history. So just think about this for a second. What if a shiny new asset on the cutting-edge Runes protocol wasn't really new at all? What if you could trace its digital DNA all the way back to 2015? Well, that's exactly the wild idea we're unpacking today. It's a project that builds a bridge from Bitcoin's classic era right into its future. And this is how it all happened. The whole journey kicks off with one single Satoshi. That's the smallest possible unit of Bitcoin, which was mined way back in May of 2015. For years, it just sat there. Then, in February 2024, it got a new lease on life when it was etched into the Runes protocol, officially becoming Biddy. And that brings us right up to today, with the public mint live and running. Okay, so first up, let's get into the origin story. We're going to do a little bit of digital archaeology here, digging through the blockchain to see how this forgotten piece of Bitcoin's history was found and given a totally new purpose. So what exactly is Biddy? Well, officially, it's a rune, which is a type of token on the Bitcoin network. But the really cool part, its essence, comes from one Satoshi mined on May 24th, 2015. We're talking about Bitcoin's classic era, back when mining a block got you a whopping 25 BTC, not the 3.125 it is now. That very specific origin is what gives Biddy such a rare and verifiable backstory. You know, the creators call it a time bridge, and I think that just hits the nail on the head. It's like it takes the digital DNA of a Satoshi from Bitcoin's younger days and brings it to life using today's brand new Runes technology. It's a direct, provable link between two completely different moments in Bitcoin's life. But hey, this is crypto, right? Talk is cheap. You gotta have proof. So let's look at the on-chain evidence. We're gonna follow the digital breadcrumbs right on the blockchain itself to make sure this whole story checks out. Our trail starts right here, block number 357,836. Now, that's not just some random number. It's like a timestamp carved in stone on the blockchain. It proves this block was mined back in 2015, and tucked away inside was the exact Satoshi that would one day become BITTI. And here is the genetic marker. I mean, look at that massive number. That is the unique, can't-be-faked serial number for that one specific Satoshi out of quadrillions. This is the on-chain fingerprint, the proof that connects it directly back to that 2015 block. Now, let's jump forward to the modern day. In block 935,003, that historic little Satoshi was given its new mission. It was officially etched, which basically means its data was used to create this new asset on the Runes protocol. It was transformed into the foundation for Biddy. And here it is, the final piece of the puzzle. This is Biddy's official Rune ID. It's registered on the protocol as number 209730. That's its new official on-chain identity in the world today. So let's just put it all together. On the left, you've got the origin story, the date and the block from back in 2015. And on the right, you have the rebirth, the etching date in 2024 and its block. This is the hard data that creates that undeniable link, that time bridge between then and now. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why, which is a pretty cool story. Now let's switch gears to the how. This next part is for anyone who's thinking, all right, I'm interested. How do I actually get involved in the mint? The whole process is actually pretty straightforward if you've done this stuff before. First, and this is key, you need a wallet that can handle runes. Second, you gotta have some Bitcoin in there to pay for the gas fees. Third, head over to the official minting page. And last, you just follow the prompts on the screen to mint. Simple as that. So which wallet should you use? Well, the good news is you've got plenty of solid options. As you can see here, a lot of the big popular wallets in the Bitcoin space, we're talking Xverse, Lether, Unisat, they are all ready to go with the Runes protocol and will work just fine for the Biddy mint. And this is the address you're going to need. The official spot to track everything and actually do the mint is on Ortiscan. The full URL is ortiscan.com/rune/Biddy the Bitcoin mascot, all one word. All right, for our last section, let's talk about the numbers, the tokenomics. Because the appeal of an asset like this often comes down to its supply, and in this case, it is all about scarcity by design. This table gives you the whole picture.
The max supply, a little nod to Bitcoin's 21 million cap, which is cool. Every time you mint, you get 1,000 Biddy. But the number you really, really want to focus on here is total mint lots. That single number is what defines the entire scarcity of the project.
So let's just zero in on that. 18,985. That's it. That is the total number of mint transactions that can ever happen for this rune. It creates this hard cap and a fair launch where it's first come, first served until all the lots are gone. It's basically a race. You know, I think this quote from the project just perfectly captures everything we've talked about. The whole goal for Biddy is to be more than just another token. It's meant to be a tangible piece of Bitcoin history brought right into today's world. And that really leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to chew on. In a space that is always chasing the next new thing, could verifiable history and provenance actually be the next frontier for value? Is connecting to the past the real key to building the future of digital assets? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.